Welcome to today's video, guys. I'm Ashton Time for a Breather, and in this week's video, I am sharing with you a dark feminine thrift haul. All things moody, emo, dark, and femme for this winter season, so let's get into it. Up first, guys, we have a super high quality skirt, and I say that because not only does it have like what are these called? The little hanging straps, extra straps, so it doesn't like pull on the actual fabric, nice touch, but also this is fully double lined. It has like an entire slip built into it, and on top of that, the very like outer layer of fabric is also super thick. So a lot of material went into making this, so you know it's a little bit more on the high quality side, and I love that this is double lined because it helps smooth out my midsection, which is like a pressure point for me, so love that. Now this is from, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce this. Anmumu? A-N-M-U-M-U, one word. I don't know what that brand is, it doesn't matter because this is such a nice skirt, and it was only $3. $3 for a basic, but like an elevated basic. So definitely can get a ton of wear out of this and pair it with anything else I already have in my closet. So for $3, like what a steal. Up next, guys, we have a pair of like super billowy pants, and I love this style of pants specifically because not only does it look a little bit more elevated than just like a slack or a basic like black jean or anything, it looks like you put a little bit more effort into your outfit without really having to do more than just put on a pair of pants, which I am super into. You know, work smart, not hard. Love these pants, especially considering since they are so loose, they're super comfortable. So you get like that elegance while also maintaining comfort. Like what more could I want in a pant? Now this did come with this like Shaw belt type situation to help like suck in a little bit, and I'm lucky it did because these are actually a size 8. They are from Dress Barn, so a pretty decent quality item as well, but they are just a little bit big, specifically in just the waist, because the entire point of this type of pant is to be like really billowy, really loose, really flowy. Like they're not meant to be tight in your like leg region. So the included belt is really coming in clutch there, and guys, these were also only $3. Look at how much, look at this. Look at how much material I'm getting for $3 with absolutely nothing wrong with it. Because especially items that tend to like come with a belt, you don't find the belt with them in the thrift store, you know what I mean? So $3 for this, also such a great deal. Up next, guys, we have a Forever 21 dress. Forever 21 is definitely a hit or miss type of brand, which is why I was really surprised when I felt this. And this is a super thick ribbed, like stretchier type of material. So much so that honestly, I don't really even need to wear shapewear under this to help like suck me in those places I need it. And I was really surprised about it. I couldn't believe it. Now this was $6, but $6 for essentially like an entire outfit of like any dress, you know what I mean, is definitely a win. And again, look at that. I could do anything and everything I wanted to with this dress. I could even put like thermal tights underneath, like the nude ones, you know, and wear this out in the winter with like a cute jacket over it if I wanted like to do a little mini skirt type moment. And because this is so thick, I'm not gonna be like freezing my nips off. $6 for an LBD that I could wear both in the winter and in the summer and really any season and match with anything that's already in my wardrobe. What a $6 to spend. Up next, we have what I am gonna call a bolero because I'm not really sure what else to call this, but it's essentially like a half shirt, like a long sleeve half shirt. But I love it because it is in this beautiful, like very Victorian lace type moment, and especially for like dark femme, I feel like this type of fabric definitely works for that entire motif. Kind of like a little bit of like Victorian romance, all that jazz. Love that. Now this was $5, which I couldn't tell if I overpaid for this thing because I'm like, it's a half a shirt, but also is like a specialty item. So I think $5 was like a decent deal. Maybe not the best deal of this video, but definitely could still do so much with this because it's essentially like an accessory piece, right? Like this ain't getting me nowhere with just this on top, you know what I mean? The only thing about this is as well, they have some gold buttons here, which I am gonna switch out for silver because I'm just not that much of like a yellow gold girly. But also look at like the prettiness of the entire lapel here. It's not the same material as like the entirety of the rest of the bolero. It's more of like a crocheted type thing, but it is also so beautiful. So for $5, I think this was a decent deal, even though it is like an accessory item, but also it's a specialty item. So, I mean, like, when else am I gonna be able to find this in the thrift store? Like, maybe never. So not the best deal, but definitely something I was happy to pick up. If you love this video, then please show me some love by clicking that subscribe button. Not only does it make sure you get more of the content you enjoy, it does help keep my dream alive. It takes a lot of time and effort to bring you so many videos, so thank you so much for your support. Back to the video. Up next, we have the softest sweater I think I now own in black, at least. Now this is from New York & Company, so definitely a more high-end brand, which makes sense why it is so comfortable. This was $9 as well, but I honestly think that is a steal for this because New York & Company is not that cheap of a brand. And on top of that, there is no weird washed out, because you know sometimes when you like wash blacks repeatedly, they tend to lose the dye in them very quickly as opposed to like lighter color garments. And I don't see any weird fading anywhere on this. And with like the skirt and the dress, I can get so much wear out of this. $9 for something I can wear all winter long, sign me up. And this is actually a little bit of a specialty sweater. And that's why I was really drawn to it, because much like today, it's an entire bell sleeve sweater. It looks so cool on. I like playing around with more unique sleeves because it's a way to make a item unique and a little bit more interesting without really changing the overall fit or comfort of an item. And I do love kind of like this, just like the hint, the little bit of like witchiness you get when it comes to like any bell sleeve. Very much in line with the whole dark femme mystique of it all. So $9 for a super soft, high quality, little bit more unique type sweater that I could still, again, pair with anything in my wardrobe. That is still a pretty great deal in my book. Guys, when I first saw this item, I couldn't tell if I thought it was like ugly, as in a little bit more for a mature type woman type vibe, or if it was just like so cool and I wasn't understanding. So when I tried it on in the fitting room, to my surprise, I was like, this is one of the best shirt slash jacket dress cardigans. I don't even know what to classify this as, because it does stay together, but only by like one hook and eye, and that's it. But guys, look, it is a full velvet, except for like the lapel and the little bit of the cuff here. And it just gives, again, that more like dark romantic, kind of like a mistress of the house in like a dark, dusty, musty mansion who you really know is up to something, but you don't know what yet. That is the vibes I am getting from this, and I just think it is so cool. So cool, in fact, that I paid $13 for this. And you guys know I generally don't go above 10, especially for just like a top, and it's not even like a full top at that, but it was just so unique. I had to have it. And honestly, $13 for this, like, again, unique, more weird, eccentric type item, I am well willing to pay. It's from Escape by Joanne Chen. Again, I have no idea what that is. It doesn't matter though. It is just such like a cool item, but still maintaining like a little bit of like that air of sleekness and sophistication, while also still being just like a hint kooky. Guys, you might be surprised to hear that I have never owned a trench coat in my entire life. And it didn't dawn on me until I saw this in the thrift store, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably try it out, because like trench coats are still almost like a very classic item for anyone to have, yet somehow I have not had one yet, and I have like a million clothes. Like, I couldn't believe it. Now this is from Are You Pretty? I have no idea what that is. It doesn't really matter. It was only $11 though. $11 for an entire trench coat? That is such a steal. And on top of that, it's not just a generic type black trench coat. It has this like really unique pattern on it, almost like a houndstooth. Something about a trench coat just immediately brings like an air of mystery to a person. Kind of like she could be a cop, she could be a crook, she could be up to no good. You don't know, right? So for me to get outerwear at this like deep of a discount, now I don't know how much this was originally, but I can tell you, because it is outerwear, and outerwear in general is usually more expensive, right? Because it needs to be a little bit thicker and a little bit more durable. So $11 for an entire trench coat. I was just like stunned when I found this. And I'm definitely someone in the winter, winter who, because I live in Michigan, the Midwest, right? It's actually cold here in the winter. So I do need to wear like a puffer, like very insulated coat throughout the winter. But sometimes, especially if it's like I'm going out for the evening or something, I hate having the bulk that a puffer has. So I could just wear like more thin layers underneath and then put a trench coat over it to get that like sleek moment while it also still covering the majority of my legs for like wind protection. So again, 11 bucks for this, like what a steal. And I cannot believe I never had a trench coat before. Last up, guys, we have a bag. Now this, I thought this was a fanny pack when I first saw it, but upon closer inspection, this is just like a normal shoulder bag, but it's just in like a very unique design. Now this is from Chico's, so definitely a little bit more of a high-end purse, and it was only $5. $5 for a Chico's purse is like unheard of, especially one where you can tell this has not been worn yet because it did come with like a zipper protector, like the plastic protector on it still. So a brand new bag for $5 from Chico's, like where else you finding that? I don't know. But what drew me to this bag is one, just like the half circleness of it. That's just like such a unique bag, while definitely still being in like a more demure color. There is so many zippers on this, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing. But this bag was designed not just to have zippers to open up pockets to hold stuff. There's just like a big zipper that runs along the entire bottom, and it's literally to like open it up to give you more room on the inside of the purse, which I thought was just such a cool design concept. And I especially love that the zippers are more like a gunmetal tone, really dark, kind of almost black gray. So for like the dark femme moment of it all, I love that, while also still being in a very easy to clean material, because sometimes if you have, you know, a velvet purse or like a fully like fabric, super absorbable material type of purse, they're an incredible bitch to clean. But this is mostly made of nylon, even on the inside. So if I was to get like, you know, some lip gloss tube opened up in here, a concealer opened up in here, it would be so easy to just wipe out and move along with my life. So also love that functionality and a little bit of fashion sense in here. Love it. $5 for a Chico bag. Couldn't be happier. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you want to see another one of my thrift videos, then just click over here and I'll catch you next time. Bye.